Okay, well, we have, and I think I start off every one of them the same way. So I am sorry, I'm so boring. Okay. I'm Dina Furlow with the Dina Furlow team, and I have today Christina from Tortilla Flats. And I'm so excited. Thank you, Christina.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We were talking just a few minutes ago, and I was getting like all giddy talking about some of the things that you have going on, and now I'm all like beaming, all like woohoo! So you are our local Mexican grill that we have been going to for, oh gosh, I don't know, Christina, you tell me, probably what?
Like 10 years.
10 years?
Well, we've been in business for 13, so I would say closer to 10 or 12. I mean,
yeah,
literally.
You're right. You're right.
The girls were little.
Yeah,
I remember.
So. Yep. And you have just the best food. I mean, oh my gosh, it's so good. And you one of the things I love about Tortilla Flats is that you have just really organic, really great, wholesome ingredients in your foods. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes up Tortilla Flats a little bit?
Oh, sure. Talking about like the organic, the farm to fresh, basically when we decided to open the restaurant, we just kind of wanted the direction of fresh ingredients. We try not to buy anything that, obviously local, but sometimes we will outsource like outside of the Plainfield area. But for the most part, I got sick a few years back, so which made me consider other guests, and that's where also we decided to kind of really push the gluten-free, the fresh, everything when you come into the restaurant gets handcrafted as you order it. So sometimes when you come in and we are out of an item, it's just really because I could only assume how much we're going to use that day. But for the most part, one of the things that guests do tell us all the time is that we have a unique flavors, we have unique seasonings. And then I think that's part of really the freshness. I mean, you could really tell. People will say this is such unique, but I mean, it's really, you order it, we make it right then and there. And that really is a difference. And that does make an item tastes so much different in the presentation of like fresh tomatoes, fresh lettuce. And then again, just for my guests that has dietary needs, we want you to be able to come in here and try to accommodate whatever allergen you have or whatever it is. We have to keep up with the diets. So right now is kind of keto friendly. It could be Weight Watchers. So, we learn to adapt as we opened 13 years ago. Life was very different. No one wanted gluten-free. No one had all these allergens. No one had peanut. So we got rid of everything that could cause, and then we just kind of decided from there, let's handcraft as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. And I remember when, because I had thyroid cancer about 9 years ago. And while I am gluten-free, I'm very allergic to gluten. However, one of the main reasons why I started coming to Tortilla Flats is because I had to go on a very low iodine diet through my body scans because I had cancer in my lymph nodes, and I had to go on a completely iodine-free diet. And you were one of the only restaurants that I could eat from. So I would get your chicken tostadas. And I would come in and order those almost every day. So,
I remember. And that's part of the tostadas. We had to really craft with 2 deep fryers because to make a tostada, we need our deep fryer, but then we also deep fry burritos. Yeah. So what was happening was we would have to drain the oil, and on a Friday night, I can't have you wait 30 minutes for your chicken tostada. So then that's why, we accommodated and we restructured the front and the back, because most people forget, like you also got to educate and we had to add more equipment to make sure. I mean, though we are not a gluten-free, environment or keto environment, but we do try our hardest. And it's guests like you that kept coming back because I wanted to make sure it was very important that we actually incorporate your order into some of our training, because we show consistency when you have a guest that has come back as long as you have, you know, it means that we're doing our job because it's
Yeah.
always there. It's always consistent. So, well, we have had a few pickles, but hey,
Yeah, you do a great job. And you always remember, which is fascinating to me. I'm like, how did she know that this is who we are out here? She didn't even come out to know.
Yes,
So you
yes.
always do.
Everybody is so amazed by that. But you know what though? But that's part of like how I incorporate the training. It's so important. My employees aren't just employees. My guests aren't just guests. Like, you know, I mean, I remember the day you walked in and started with the Mavericks. Like, I still remember what they got, and they introduced you guys to us. And I mean, it's so important. I always tell my employees, like, you got to remember your guests because this is their second home. We want them to walk in the door just as if they were walking into our home. And we welcome them and we try to remember everything. That's the hospitality.
That's so great. I love that. I love that so much. And of course, your margaritas. I'm sorry, I have to do a shout out to your margaritas.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Pretty amazing, I have to say. And tell us a little bit about your new refreshers line, which was getting me so excited a few minutes ago.
Yes. So we are going to come out with some refreshers, and pretty much we decided to make iced coffees. And we're going to make one vanilla and then like a regular one. And then we're going to make a mango hibiscus lemonade. We're going to make, it's called tamarindo, which is kind of like the Mexican version of an Arnold Palmer. But the fun part is the craft is that we're going to make the lemonade from scratch. We're brewing our own teas. We're grinding our own coffee for the iced coffee. And also this iced coffee that we have, we are also selling it to Black Dog Distillery because I'm crafting, they make with this coffee mix that I make them, they make a White Russian latte. So we're going to put out a video on how to also make a White Russian latte using Black Dog cinnamon and vanilla vodka. So yeah, so you can have it in the morning and then at night. So yes, and then probably I'm going to say it's going to be award-winning. Our horchata float. So basically that one, I did have it came about from an employee who, when she comes home, from school, from college, she'll take a big container of horchata and she freezes it and then she'll thaw it out and that'll be her slushy all day. And then that's how we came about the horchata float. Like, yes.
So yummy. Oh, so yummy. Wow.
So we're waiting to get, hopefully tomorrow, because we need vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh.
So yes. So
wow. So now everybody knows why I was so excited.
Yes. So the iced coffee is so good. I mean, we've had it. We perfected the recipe and I can't wait to roll it out on Friday.
Well, I will be there. I can promise you I will be there Friday or Saturday to get one. I promise. Yes. So you are on Route 30 in the
Correct.
strip right there with Ahoy Dental and Back Roads, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So that's where you're at. You are going to be starting delivery?
Yes, we're going to be doing, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Yes, we're going to start deliveries on Tuesdays and Fridays just to kind of start, Tuesdays for Taco Tuesday. And then on Fridays, because we do on Fridays, we do a family style taco bar. So we're going to start to do deliveries between 3 and 6:30 only, and then kind of build it from there. Before we actually invest, we want to make sure that delivery is an option that people want. So
right. And now you do pickup. And now you do pickup, right?
So for right now, it's curbside takeout pickup. So you call in the order, we take your order, you pay over the phone, and when you pull up, we will run out the order to you.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm a fan. I always will be a fan. So I think you're doing such a great job. And of course, I'm sure we'll be in probably next week, or not in, but order it again. Yes. And of course, I will be by on Saturday to get an iced coffee. So anyway, we love you, Christina, and thank you again for being with us today. And we can't wait till you're open again so we can be coming by in person again. And so
we can't wait to see the family and everybody.
And everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, Christina.
All right. Thank you.